Alright everyone, this is going to be, hopefully, a complete overview of both Update 22 and the Dartling gun, and so we're just going to jump right into it. So, for the Dartling gun, very first of all, you will not spawn into the game just looking like this. There will be a big present sitting right around here, and if you click on it, it'll say, open. If you want to open the present, you need to get 500,000 pops. Now that's easy enough to do. 2 hard mode games should get you through it. If not, you might have to do a little bit more. But overall, it's not too difficult. You just need 500,000 pops. Any map in play mode or co-op mode. I don't think the challenges count, like the custom challenges. But once you do that, you've unlocked the Dartling gun. Then you've got to, of course, use it a bunch to actually get enough XP with it to unlock all the upgrades. As you can see, I've unlocked all of the upgrades recently, so I've only got 6,700 XP left, but now it will just keep increasing like the rest of the towers as we go along. So, another thing to bring up is that there is a new skin for Oban.
The spirits of the mountain awaken.
The spirits of the mountain awaken. It looks alright. It's not the coolest thing in the world, and they definitely should be giving skins to some other heroes. Etienne, Benjamin. Just give some skins to the other heroes. Now, there are also new trophy store items, I believe, that I have not looked at yet. There are some limited day ones, so we'll have to try and get all of those before we start working on the ones that are just added in normally. So, ooh, Brickle Parrot. Okay, so Brickle gets a parrot. We got the Frozen Glacier Moab. Snowflake pop sound effects, custom power, iceberg pontoon. Okay, so that just changes what the pontoon looks like. Celebration emote, boring. Facepalm emote, Ben not sharing cash, Quincy letting balloons past his bow. Azili facepalms are appropriate in so many situations. Honestly, I do like that. Ooh, and a new song. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that well, but it's like a parody of Jingle Bells, I presume, with jingle balloons. So that's pretty cool. Enough of that though. We do want to see how many of these we can actually get. So what's the village elf? This is like a little elf on the shelf, except with more hair and a tail. Likes to leave presents around the village too. Limited time collector's item. Oh, it's a monkey village pet. Oh, okay. Fusty the snowman penguin pet. Penguins are snowman's best friends, though this one seems to be plotting something. Fusty the snowman only. Okay. Then boring avatars that we don't care about. Present. Upgrade sound effects. Every day is Christmas when all of your upgrades explode with presents. Candy cane rangs. Boomerangs now throw candy canes. Bauble mines. Blow up Moabs, then decorate the Christmas tree. Limited time collector's item for... Oh, that's just the stupid powers mine thing. Retro tech box, that's a power thing. Red nose decal. Lighting the way for other balloons. Kit your Moabs out with these shiny noses. Limited time collector's item. Santa hats, balloons plus Santa hats, stuff of nightmares or best present ever. Wish everyone a happy holiday season with this limited time collector's emote. Okay, so it seems to me that these two are the big ones to go for, obviously, because they cost the most, and they are limited time things, so I'm just going to buy these two. I believe that'll also get me an achievement, or like a trophy, in-game, of course. And then I guess I want the decals, or like the things that change in-game stuff, and then that one I don't really care about, but I'll get it anyway. Okay, so now we've just got... We're aiming for limited time only stuff, by the way. If you're aiming for any of the other stuff, you're just going to be wasting trophies, and then these will disappear after 33 days, and you won't be able to get them until next year. So I highly recommend going for these. If you don't care about it, then by all means, buy everything else. But if you're a collector like I am, and you care about this, you're going to want to buy your limited time stuff before everything else. So we've got 26 to spend here, so we may as well just get... We'll try and maximize our money. We'll purchase... which one's cute? Holiday patch? Yeah, that one's pretty cute. Okay, we'll get that one. We'll get the Happy Holidays. So now we've got 1 trophy, and we only need, what, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70? 70 trophies to get the rest. That should be easy enough, considering we can do the rest of this Odyssey and then another one, and we should have enough. Alright, so, spend 50 trophies. Got that. Oh, and we actually got more trophies for that. So there you go. If you spend trophies, you actually get given more trophies. So now we can buy, say, this and this. There, now we only need 50, which is amazing because that's what the end of this Odyssey will do. So by tomorrow, I can purchase the rest of the stuff, which is amazing. But purchase at least 1 new limited time item in the trophy store. I wish that gave me more trophies, but it does not. And because I've been using the Dartling gunner in order to test out how amazing it is, I've also got this one down as well. Okay, now, for the part you've all been looking forward to, I apologize for delaying. Let's go into... You know what, we'll go into medium, just to be sure. And actually, we'll disable my monkey knowledge too, just so there's no trickery. Just so there's no trickery here. Medium, sandbox. Let's check out how well these Dartling guns do. So, I'm not going to be playing an actual game with them. You will see that in future videos, because Dartling guns are pretty dope on their own, so I'm most likely going to be using them. So, without any monkey knowledge, Dartling gun originally costs 1,000, right? And he's not bad on his own, right? Oh, there's the little explosion sound effects. So if you don't know about the Dartling gun, I did try to explain it in one of my previous videos, but essentially he aims where your mouse is and will just follow you around, or try his best to, if you're moving a little too fast for him. But yeah, he's going to try his best to shoot where you're aiming. And so if we just send out, let's say, how many? 50 red balloons, and we just shoot down the... Oh, they've got the Santa hats. Oh, because I bought the Santa hats. So there you go. Dartling gun does surprisingly well against just a bunch of random red balloons, which is pretty good, but that's just a base Dartling gun. Base Dartling gun doesn't get you that far. However, you can also change from him being able to shoot where your mouse is to locked on. So if you lock him onto a position, you can move your mouse wherever you want and send a bunch more reds and blues or whatever you want, and he will just continuously aim down that path, which I think is a brilliant idea. We had it in BTD5 as like a sort of upgrade for the Dartling gun little hut, and now it's just built into the game normally. That's perfect. You don't even need any monkey knowledge to have this, it's just here already. So, we are going to get to exactly what you all want to get to immediately. We're going to go straight to 5th tier. Focus firing increases accuracy of the Dartling gun. Laser shock. Laser-tipped shots shock balloons into popping again 1 second after being struck. Laser cannon. Rapid-fire laser blasts can pop frozen balloons. Plasma accelerator concentrates a powerful beam of energy into a single point, which I think is quite cool. And it extends if you extend your cursor. But here we go. This is the one you've been waiting for, everyone. It costs 110,000. The Ray of Doom. Look at this behemoth of a tower. Just look at it. What other tower gets to this size when you're at 5th tier? Not many. So we're gonna... Whew, this big boy. We're gonna lock this guy on straight down the main path, and we'll send another 50 red balloons. Where are they? Are you asking? Where are they? Gone. Blue. Gone. Red, green. Gone. Yellow. They're getting there, but no. Pink. Nah. Black balloons. Nope. Purple balloons? Not even. White balloons? Nothing. Lead balloons? No chance. Zebra balloons? Nowhere near. Rainbow? Not at all. A lot of rainbows? Never. Ceramics. Okay, ceramics are really pushing it, but they're also not getting anywhere. Look at that money go back up. There you go. No ceramics. Ceramics can't handle it. Now, here is something interesting that I've been wanting to try. Camo pinks. Yeah, okay. So that seems fair. So, none of the Dartling gunners, as far as I'm aware, can see camos without getting the advanced targeting upgrade, or unless you give it camo detection yourself through a village or some other means similarly. So we'll get these two cross-path upgrades and back to what we're used to, right? Just absolute annihilation, leads. Yep, really doesn't make any difference if it's camo or not now. How about regrow? Do regrows have anything? Nah, not at all. Fortified regrow camo ceramics. Not a chance. Not a chance. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but surely this one tower can't do that amazing against Moabs and BFBs and the actual big guys. I think it speaks for itself. Alright, what about 50 BFBs? I think this might test it a little bit more. I didn't say a lot more. Just a little bit. This is insane and lagging my computer. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. I apologize for the lag, but we need to test this. There we go. Okay, what about ZOMGs? We'll just send one lot of 50, just because I don't want to explode my computer by spamming it. ZOMGs. Okay, BFBs, Moabs, nothing. Okay, DDTs, 50 of them. Ooh, okay, they're pushing it. They're pushing it quite a bit. Look at them. They actually almost get to the little crosspass, little intersection here. That's interesting. Okay, now, the one we have all been waiting for. The BAD. Not bad, but hasn't dented anything yet. We might have to switch it onto free fire mode, just to make sure it keeps attacking the whole way. Okay, so it's done 2 sections of damage so far. Just make sure it's locked on the entire time. There we go. And it's about to pop. Slot down for when it pops. Oh wait, I think there's another damage phase. Yeah, there is. And then about here. There it goes. The DDT's gone. And the ZOMG's just about to get cleaned up here. BFBs themselves, and there goes everything. So, what have we learned about the Ray of Doom? Well, if you can afford it, hence the in-game cost, it is pretty much unstoppable. If you can somehow afford this before round 100, you are set to beat round 100. Just make sure you go for the middle path so that it can see camo balloons. Otherwise, it's not gonna be able to pop DDTs at all. So, that's the top path, 5th tier out of the way. Shall we go middle path? It's my... No, actually, let's go bottom path first. Bottom path becomes this behemoth. Actually, we'll go one at a time so I can explain the upgrades as we go. Plus, it's better to put him a bit in the center. So, faster swivel, barrel can swivel much faster, so you see this, and how it's struggling to keep up. We get this boy, and then boom. Much better. It still can if you spin a bit too fast. It can still trip it up, but it is much better at flying around and following the cursor, if you're into that. Powerful darts. Darts move faster and can pop 3 balloons each. Beautiful. Buckshot. Shoots blasts of deadly buckshot instead of darts. So, as you can see, it's got like a rapid-fire dart shooting mode at the moment, but if we buy buckshot, it shoots out much more slowly, but in a burst sort of grape shot on the boats sort of way. So it's alright. It's just a bit more of a shotgun now. I haven't actually tried this out specifically, so let's see how it does against, say, a bunch of rainbows. Okay, so it's actually pretty powerful. You just have to make sure you're better at aiming than I am, and you'll be fine. Okay, so balloon area denial system. 4-barreled auto cannon that can be set to attack automatically. Boom. Look at this. Look at this beast. Turns into a literal turret. And we can either have it set to normal, or locked, or target independent, which means it basically attacks on its own. So let's just send some ceramics out, test him out. So as you can see, all of the barrels can move independently of one another, hence why the target independent targeting system is available. So it's not that great. Can't beat ceramics all that well. Can it beat a Moab? It can beat a Moab fairly easily. How about a BFB? We'll try that out. Now, do keep in mind that this is only the 4th tier. It's not the 5th tier. We're just testing it out because I have not really seen how well this can do. Okay, but it's not bad. It's certainly not bad. Gets the job done, and the buckshot is a bit iffy at long range, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so 5th tier. Balloon exclusion zone. Upgraded to 6 barrels and massively increased damage. Balloons are excluded from existence. Boom. And we will also get the camo detection as well as the faster barrel spin just to fully max it out. Now, let's go back to what we were trying before. 50 ceramics. Okay, that actually looked like it applied a bit of pressure. Oh my god, it did. Oh, lag. Massive amounts of lag. I should not have done this. But, oh, come on. The more you pop, the easier it'll get. Oh, unless you're only popping ceramics. Okay. It's not going to beat through all of them. Okay, but that's fine. And then, just to make sure the lag is fully gone. Is the lag fully gone? There we go. The lag is fully gone now. Alright. So, how does it fare against 50, I don't know, say, Moabs? Okay, so it does get rid of 50 Moabs fairly well. I doubt it'll get rid of 50 BFBs all that well. Yeah, okay, so this is it's not the strongest of the 5th tier towers by any means necessary, but it is a good middle ground. If you can get this in a regular game, you should be set for quite some time to get a 5th tier that can deal a lot more damage than this can. Right? So if you can get this relatively early on, it's 60,000, which I think is a bit much considering the amount of damage it can do, which isn't that great. So we're just gonna drop this down to 1. Can it handle a ZOMG? Just one of them. If it can handle a ZOMG, then this is a pretty decent tower. Yeah, there you go. It can handle a ZOMG and everything inside of it, which is pretty nice. How about a DDT though? Can't even hurt it. So, just to keep in mind, wait, does that mean it can't hurt leads at all? Ooh, big yikes. Okay, so do not go for the bottom path if you're looking to pop leads or DDTs, because it just straight up cannot. So that means if it's up against a BAD, for example, it might, I don't know how strong it actually is. Okay, yeah, it will pop the BAD, but it will not be able to pop the DDTs inside, so it can't fully pop the BAD, if you catch my meaning. But so far, it's not a bad tower, right? It's just a little bit expensive for how pathetic it is against lead balloons, but obviously that can be fixed. Like, for example, if we'll do that. No, wait, why are we doing that when we could just give it an MIB? Okay, so if we give it an MIB so that it can pop whatever it wants. Oh, there's my little elf. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, so if we give it an MIB so that it can pop whatever it wants, and we send it up against the mob again, we're doing the same amount of damage as before, roughly. I think this might give it a little bit more. No, only if we use Call to Arms, which is the next upgrade. Okay, so it will be able to pop the BAD, as we saw last time, but this time it'll also be able to pop the DDTs, so there you go. If it can pop DDTs, it does it extraordinarily well, and can clean up a BAD with minimal mess. Alright, so that is the bottom path. Don't go for it if you're not into popping lead balloons, or if you want it to pop lead balloons, and make sure you've got an MIB handy. Now, we're moving on to my favorite path. Straight down the middle. So, advanced targeting allows Dartling Gunner to hit camo balloons, very vital. Faster barrel spin makes the gun fire much faster. Hydra rocket pods, 5,000, shoots depleted plutonium missiles instead of darts, which can pop black and lead balloons. I don't know why it specifies that it can pop black balloons. I guess because you're turning them into small rockets, so it's just letting you know that, hey, even though this is an explosive, it can pop lead balloons all the same. So there you go. It could always pop black balloons, but just in case you were wondering, it shoots rockets, but these rockets can in fact still pop black balloons. So it was just letting you know. And then we get the ability Rocket Storm. Rocket Storm ability sends a powerful storm of rockets in all directions. So, if we send out something to use this against, say a Moab, or a few, and we use it, it's not bad. It cleans up a decent amount of Moabs. And this is only the 4th tier, this isn't even the last one. So, if you didn't catch that, essentially, it says it sprays out rockets in all directions, right? It said something about spraying rockets in all directions, but really, it means out the front of the Dartling gun. So it's not going to shoot behind the Dartling gun, it shoots where you're aiming, but it sprays out in more of a cone shape rather than straight forward. So just keep that in mind when you're using that ability. Now, the MAD, the Moab Assured Destroyer. Each missile does extreme damage to Moab class balloons, and it's only 65,000. This behemoth is by far the best thing, in my opinion, to pop Moabs with when we're considering the Dartling gun. Now, let me just let me show you something really quick before we demonstrate that. So if we go to tier 4 and we go cross it with the top path, because that's generally a very good idea, and we'll lock this guy in place, aiming straight down the center path. Let's send out 50 of pinks, greens, then pinks, black balloons, purples, white balloons, leads, zebras, rainbows. Okay, maybe all at once it was a little bit too much. Hold on. Let's just calm it down a bit. Get rid of those. Zebras. It can handle 50 zebras. 50 rainbows. Ooh, the rainbows are the ones that pushes it a bit further. Okay, so it can't pop 50 rainbows. if it's just locked onto a straight position. Obviously, if you unlock it and you have good targeting, then you can be just like, oh yeah, 50 rainbows, easy enough. Just make sure to hit them at the right spots and target well. It can pop 50 rainbows so long as you're behind the helm, not necessarily letting it do its own thing. Ceramics, I doubt it'll do very well against. It can sort of clean up ceramics mostly, but as you can see, there's still quite a lot getting through. But it does a decent amount of damage to ceramics. Now, oh, I shouldn't have sent 50. 50 was not a wise idea. But there you go. It can pop some of the Moabs. Let's just fix this a bit. There we go. 1 Moab. So it can't pop it on the first turn, but it can pop it right about. Really? Wait, what? What is this? Okay. That was weird. Why did it seem to be doing better against grouped Moabs than regular ones? That is very strange to me. Can we try that again? Okay, apparently Moabs are much tougher than I remember. But there you go, it can clean up a Moab very nicely. BFBs and ZOMGs and so on is going to be a lot harder, so I don't think we'll even give those a try. But just keep that in mind about how well it did against the, say, zebras and the blacks and the lead balloons and the white balloons and all them. Just keep in mind how well it did against them. Now we get the MAD. Or, yeah, MAD. The MAD. Right? Now, let's send out those 50 rainbows again. Absolute trash, right? I mean, yeah, it's decent, but look at it. Look at it. It's actually doing worse in terms of these balloons, in terms of the regular balloons. It's actually doing worse than its previous upgrade. Now, admittedly, there is a reason for this. So, if you've never used the MAD before, or if you're looking at this for like a guide as to how well the MAD does, let's just send out 50 Moabs. Oh. The 50 Moabs are getting 1 shot. Literally 1 shot. You know what? It's better if we just send out 1. That way it's a little bit easier. So, send out 1. 1 rocket. Deleted the Moab. It can't clean up the ceramics very well, but one rocket. 1 rocket deleted the Moab. BFB. 1 rocket again. And another one for the 4 Moabs that came out of it. The rest of the balloons inside of it, a bit more difficult to clean up, but doable, I guess. ZOMG. ZOMG. 1 rocket, 2 rockets, 3 rockets, 4 rockets, 5, 6, 6. And then everything inside is a 1 shot. Again, can't clean up regular balloons like ceramics, but can absolutely obliterate Moabs. DDTs. 1. 1 hit to take out a DDT. BAD. Let's send it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it takes around like 26, 25 shots, roughly, to take out the BAD. And this boy shoots fast, so that will not trouble you. However, all of the balloons left inside will, because this is much more health you have than you have. So we're kind of screwed. But there you go. If you want to take out the BAD, use the MAD. Now, fortified BAD. I have yet to test this, but just in case you guys are playing alternative balloons round, is that what happens on wave 100 of alternate balloons rounds? I think it is. Let's see how quickly we can take this out. It's actually not doing that bad. It's already popping it. Damn. That's almost the exact same speed that it popped the regular BAD. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're versing regular balloons, you are screwed if you've got this. But if you're versing just Moabs, like Moabs, you've got this covered. You've got this covered easy. If you've got something that can clean up literally every other balloon, you've got this slam dunked. If you're versing a BAD, you're not versing a BAD anymore. And we haven't even used its ability. Can you believe that? There is an ability to make this stronger. So we're going to test that out right now. Let's send out, let's go 10. 10 banded BADs. So we'll send out the 10. Don't tell me it's damaging all of them at once. That's insane. Alright. So we're going to stop shooting for a bit and then use the ability. Okay. Admittedly, this might have been too hard of a test for the ability. Okay, that's fair. But we get to use it again to really test it out. Okay, so the ability's not great. You're more buying this for the 5th tier raw power that you get anyway. Not necessarily for the ability. But, in my opinion, the ability is best used against regular balloons. If you're getting overrun by regular balloons, this works wonders, right? It actually does clean up fairly well compared to the actual regular shooting. But overall, if you're versing Moabs, or BFBs, or ZOMGs, and you've got 60,000 lying around, just casually, then this is by far the best 5th tier for you. If you also have something to defend yourself against literally every other balloon lower than a Moab. But there you go. That is all the 5th tiers. You guys will have to decide for yourselves which 5th tier speaks to you the most. The first one seems really good for popping regular balloons. The second one seems really good for popping, well, it just seems okay. If you want to get through a regular game, like normal difficulty, standard, no half cash, no chimps, no anything like that, the balloon exclusion zone will do you really well, right? But if you're looking for raw power against Moabs, by all means, go for the MAD. And if you're looking for overall obliteration, go for the Ray of Doom. And then when these powers combine, how well do we do against banded BADs now? Do we do well? Let's find out. I don't imagine we'll do much better, but it's worth a shot. Okay. Cleanup's actually really good. So there you go. If you were ever wondering how amazing these 3 towers would be combined, these aren't even in really good positions on the map, and yet it's slaughtering these guys. We'll use the ability. There you go. There you go right there, ladies and gentlemen. If you have all 3 of these guys, you can take out 10 banded BADs with relative ease before it even gets to this part of the map. This part right here. So there you go. That has been a very rough guide to the Dartling guns. Now, have I missed anything out? Oh, there are 2 new maps. Skates, an easy map where it loops around here, and then loops around there, and then loops around here, and then leaves. Easy enough. And where is it? X Factor. I haven't actually tested this out, so we'll see how the balloons operate on this. Where do they go? Okay, so the balloons come from the top left and right. They go hide in the middle. and then they come out at the bottom left and the bottom right. Okay, so that's easy enough. And you can remove this for $2,000 in the middle. I assume that'll just take away the cover that they get when they're placed in there. So if we can't place monkeys on this... Oh, interesting. Okay, so they come from the top left and top right, then they come from the top right and bottom right. Then I presume they will come from bottom right, bottom left, and they will go to their opposite corner. So let's just see where they go to after this. I presume, if I'm correct, they'll spawn from here and end up here and there. Yeah, okay. So I think we've roughly hit the nail on the head there. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting map. It's definitely intermediate for a good reason, because it's not too difficult, but it's not too hard. Can we place things on here? Yes, we can. That's going to be beautiful for your tack zones, or your tack shooters in general. Even just getting them up to a 4th tier of something, overdrive, something like that, would be quite nice. Alright, so that is the new map, alongside skates, which I showed you before. Now there is new monkey knowledge. I did forget about that, and I have already bought it all, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to find, but I know most of it is in military. So, new monkey knowledge number 1, I believe, is this: flanking maneuvers. Sniper, monkey sub, and monkey buccaneer attack 10% faster when set to last targeting priority. So, instead of having them set to first or strong, if you set them to last, they will attack 10% faster, which is it's a relatively nice upgrade. Okay, so, and then we've got this. Activated ability unlocks locked Dartling gunners and boosts their swivel speed for a short time. So, as you know, we can lock the Dartling gunners onto a certain path, but if for some reason something big is coming along, you do not want to spend your time clicking every single Dartling gunner, turning them on to aim where your mouse is, and then quickly trying to defeat your enemy. And so this active ability unlocks all of your locked Dartling gunners and boosts their swivel speed for a short time. So if you see a BAD coming and you did not expect it, you can quickly hit your active ability and then point straight at it, and all of your locked boys will now be focusing solely on the BAD. Then we've got Gorgon Storm. Hydro Rocket Storm stuns damaged balloons for a short time. So, the Hydro Rocket Storm ability, the one we showed you that was before the MAD, will stun damaged balloons for a short time. This applies to everything up until ZOMGs, I believe. I don't think it can't stun the BAD, but I think with the MAD's version of this ability, it might be able to. So, keep that in mind. Cross the streams. Where plasma or doom beams cross on the track, they create temporary plasma pools. So just like with the alchemist where he throws the pools of acid, if you cross 2 beams together, they will create a pool of plasma where they cross on the track, which is very useful. And by the way, I did also test this out. If you have 2 of the Ray of Doom or the what was the other one? The plasma pointing straight at each other, it will not make an entire pathway of plasma. As sad as that is, it will not make an entire pathway. It'll only make one pathway, one little pool of plasma, roughly in the middle of where their streams cross. So sadly, you can't fill up the entire map with plasma unless you're extremely dedicated. So there you go. And then no magic knowledge is new. There is one new support knowledge, which is this one. Purchase price of first Spike Factory each game is $150 left, which is the first last line of defense upgrade, and it's pretty good. It makes your first Spike Factory cheaper each game, which is always a good thing if you're going for the achievements where you have to use support monkeys only. This is going to help you out quite a bit. And last but not least, there is a new heroes knowledge. It is this one. Heroes receive 5% more experience per each hero placed. Now I know what you're thinking. You can only place 1 hero. Well, if you're playing co-op mode, you can place up to 4. So if you do that and everybody has this monkey knowledge enabled, you will all be getting 20% more experience per each hero placed. So if you've all placed your heroes, you will all get 20% extra experience for your heroes to level themselves up, so they will level up faster. And there is 1 powers knowledge, which is actually pretty decent if you like doing races. I, however, do not, so I don't mind missing out on it, but here you go. monkey money cost to enter races is reduced by 10%. So, for example, if your race costs you 200 gold to enter, it'll only cost you 180 instead. Okay, I think... Okay, no, there's one more thing, but other than that, I think we've got it covered. Also, just a little fun fact, if you look around for the monkeys on the main menu, all of their skins have changed slightly, which is pretty cute. Or they'd be shooting candy canes instead of, or little balls of candy instead of actual cannonballs. So that's adorable, and we all love that. Wait, where's the boomerang monkey? Oh, there he is. There you go. Alright, so, last thing that we need to bring up, not co-op mode, my bad, not powers, my bad again, this one. Challenge browser. Play, create, and rate community challenges. So, if any of you would like me to do your daily challenges, I know there is one in the comment section already. I believe it's by Bushiho. So yes, I will attempt that one in the next video. But if you would like to leave me any challenges, by all means, send me the codes, and I will give them a try. It's crazy how amazing this is, because I mean, just look at it. You no longer have to look for a code or get someone to send you a code. You can sort by trending, newest, most liked, casual, expert, favorites, my saved games, my challenges played. So let's have a look at the most liked, and this is quite hilarious, but it says the most liked one is "Stop liking this, I made it as a test, XD," and it's actually an incredibly easy challenge. So he was legitimately doing this as a test, and just to show you guys, he gives you a super monkey and like millions of dollars to beat round 20. So there you go. That's why this guy's laughing his ass off, because he was just testing out the new play challenge browser, and essentially just so many people liked it, so now it's at the top. But then, as you can see, ISAB has gotten some of his up there. I don't know if any other famous YouTubers are up here. To be honest, I wouldn't recognize them. The only one I really recognize is ISAB, and he's just pointing out bugs within the game, which is pretty nice. But just to let you know, as a bit of a disclaimer, there is a trophy icon here. However, that does not mean you can earn trophies in this game mode. It just means it's like the win percentage. So essentially, 99% of people that have played Stop Liking This, I Made It As a Test have passed the test. So there's 1% that somehow couldn't beat round 20 with a super monkey and 100,000 gold. So that's interesting. But as you can see, ISAB, no one's been able to complete It's a Bug. But some people have been able to complete this version. So there you go. It's nothing to do with actual trophies, in-game trophies. It's just straight up the win percentage rate of everybody that plays it. So there you go. I think that just about covers everything. Yeah, I think I'm done. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. This has been an update 22 overview, looking at everything. I don't know what else to call it. We'll be getting into part 2 of the Odyssey tomorrow. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.